On this episode of TIA, we'll be back in Ethiopia with Terry, Chad and Sise as they hunt some of the most iconic species that are not found anywhere else in the whole of Africa.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa. Closed captioning is sponsored by the Zimbabwe Professional Guide Association. Ethics are everything.
Well, these areas that Northern Operations have together with Sasai are, look, I don't know how much better a giant forest hog area can get, but I can't imagine it would be better because we were in giant forest hogs twice a day, every day almost, you know. It's just a matter of holding out and seeing the one that you like.
He's not there. Are you sure? Oh. Good.
Nice pig, bud. Biggest of the wild pigs in the world, eh? And he's got a good one at that. Well done, bud.
Please look at the hair on this thing. So that shot actually went through his...
These are the discs that you're
looking for.
Clapped through his ear.
Yes. So I mean, when you're judging these things, I mean, you're looking obviously for tusk, but I mean, obviously the disc on their face is what, just kind of the age of them, so the old males.
We're running out of light here. We're going to have to skin them out here.
Yeah.
And take a couple of photos, so we need to get going.
This morning we'll be looking for the cousin of our assistant professional hunter, Terry Labat. It's a black and white monkey. Same behavioral patterns, everything. Should be easy.
That's cool. We'll show you the cousin of Terry Labat.
When do we look for the cousin of Sasai? The Danikel.
In the Danakil. That will be Hamadres, yeah.
These are obviously, swift breakaway solid. So on these monkeys, we're just trying to punch one nice, neat little hole and try to protect as much of the cape as we can. Hopefully these are one's all we're going to need, but we're going to load two just in case.
The Colobus monkey, believe it or not, is a very common monkey here in Ethiopia. As with everything else in Ethiopia, there's not a lot of quota.
We've got a big Colobus monkey here. One of the biggest ones we've seen since we've been here. So we're just trying to make sure he's a big male. And we've just seen confirmation, so you can leave your mind to wondering what confirms that. But now it's just trying to get a shot. I mean, the angle and everything, it's not real easy, so we'll just be patient and hopefully here in a minute or so we'll get a clear opportunity.
The sticks from African sporting creations are very steady, very, very steady, especially when you're taking longer shots. Without them, I think it would be a bit tougher, to be honest. waited for him for like an hour.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
I think the fall actually killed him.
Looks like that swift breakaway hit him pretty good.
Certainly did the job.
Down.
Chad, congratulations. What a good shot you made on this. It was a bit tricky at times. There was sunlight and monkey business. It was taking us a bit of time, eh?
No, and he definitely knew what our intentions were, so it did. Trying to get the shot right and just be patient and, wait for everybody to kind of give the thumbs up that, hey, this one's okay to take.
Down.
No more bets from me. I'm out the betting. I should have bet on monkey first day, hey?
First day you would have lost as well.
No. First monkey day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry about your cousin there, Terry.
Sorry.
We are leaving the mountainous areas of Shadem and we are heading towards the Greater Kudu area, but we have rain on the horizon and the roads are terrible. Terrible. Just slidey, so let's see.
This segment was brought to you by Right On Optics.
We are a company of firearms professionals, hunters, soldiers, officers, and family. As part of the Right On Promise, we provide the best customer service, including an industry-leading warranty. We won't repair, we'll just replace. We believe a person's hard-earned dollar should buy quality optics at any price point.
This segment is brought to you by African Sporting Creations.
It's the Greater Kudu area, but we have rain on the horizon and the roads are terrible.
This bus is slid, got stuck across the road here. We can't really go around them because there's a big drop off there. The situation is, this is Africa. We have to think of something.
Go, bus, go!
The wind's pumping this afternoon, and we're looking for these Abyssinian Reedbuck, which is basically the same as you get even in Western Africa as well. Just a Bohor Reedbuck, but there's just fields upon fields upon fields of agriculture here. So there's thousands of these Reedbuck here.
So let's try and look at as many as we can.
See that one laying in the bush there?
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
Okay.
And also the one, he's now on the left.
I think that one in the bush is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Look at all those reedbucks in the background. Spoiled for choice. Very confusing. It's a lot easier when you just see one good one.
Look this one.
Yeah, he looks probably brighter than this one. This is like hunting antelope in Texas. That's a very important part of your whole safari kit that you come with. 'Cause I've been shooting off these sticks for probably 12, 13, 14 years now. And anywhere I go, my sticks go with me.
If you aim on this, you don't miss. Huh?
I agree.
Only one.
That's
One
the
shot.
best. I
Yeah.
agree. Got a 300 here, shooting 180 grain Swift Scirocco bullet. So we'll work out across this plain here, and hopefully these Reedbuck will hold without spooking. So try to get a nice shot.
Just take your time until he give you his shoulder well. Are you ready? Good job. Good job.
Jeez, I tell you, in a wind like this, I mean, this wind's probably pumping 20 to 30 miles an hour. And I mean, we were probably about 115 yards. But I tell you, those sticks from African Sporting Creations, I mean, they're rock solid. I didn't have any problem at all. To be able to get steady on those sticks, I've used them for years and years. And I truly recommend them for any safari kid, for any safari, whether it's dangerous game or even some of the plains game like here in Ethiopia today. So let's walk up here and we'll check out what we got. This is just a Bohor Reedbuck, but some
call it the Abyssinian. Pretty markings on them, little black fronted on the legs on them. But this is a very, very nice male here. Thick basis, nice tips on him, curves up well. So, I mean, this is what you're looking for here.
Ethiopia has a population of over 110 million people. So your journey is between hunting areas. There is never a second where you don't see people.
Chad, how many people are here? Hobos, millions and millions. As many people here as I've seen anywhere in Africa.
I must say, Ethiopia is more of a cultural experience than an actual typical safari. Even when you get into the hunting areas, you'll still see the people.
This segment was brought to you by the Houston Safari Club Foundation.
Houston Safari Club Foundation. Our mission to preserve the sport of hunting through education, conservation, and the promotion of our hunting heritage. Each year we provide outdoor experiences and education for hundreds of high school students. We've proudly awarded $2.4 million in scholarships and funded over $4 million in grants. We exist to serve the hunting and conservation community. We are the Houston Safari Club Foundation. Learn more and join today at WeHuntWeGive.org.
This segment is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
Hello. Getting prepped up and getting the legs stretched from this morning. So we came back to Addis last night. We've made about a 2-hour drive this morning out here to an area. They call it the Nile Gorge. Take your breath away, man. I'm not a big heights fan. I'm fixing to take a hike down in here. We'll be looking for Gelada Baboon. We've seen some up in the high country. Obviously they live in the higher elevations, but absolutely one of the most probably stunning baboons there is anywhere in Africa. So they only let 4 permits a year, so it's a pretty limited quota. So we'll try to pick out a big male and let Terry be the judge.
You'll be glad to know there's no tape measure needed for this part of the hunt. As long as it's a big bubble square.
Then we square. Alright, I'm gonna trust you judgment then, bud. Obviously these baboons are, they're smaller than what they look with all the hair, but the way these baboons feed here, obviously they come up and they turn over all these rocks, so they're always down, on their haunches with their head forward, down in their chest, and when their head's down it actually covers up that red spot of the chest so you don't see anything. And about the time it seems like that their head comes up and they go to move to the next rock and they kind of turn away and walk away. So it's hard to get them to face you, square on and their head up and shoulders high to where you get a clean shot. This is a wildlife area and it is a hunting area, and this is where they get the permits for the 4 gelada baboons. But obviously here we're up on top of this escarpment here. You can obviously see in the background there's half a dozen houses and people out, there's cows, everything out in their fields down here. So you obviously want to have a safe, backstop with the bullet, because you never know where it's going to end up. It took a little bit of time to get in position, but we wanted that backdrop to where we had a safe, back zone for the bullet. You're just on and off the sticks, on and off the sticks. And just trying to get, a trophy like this on these baboons like this. You want to make sure that you get a rock solid, steady shot, and like Terry was explaining to me, try to hit him in the center of the chest, and that way you get the exit out the back. These baboons have really long hair. I mean, that hair is 8-10 inches long, and there's enough hair on the back and the sides there to be, Woodbury to be able to put this thing back together and hide, any exit. There it is.
In between the 2 big red marks.
So on these gelada baboons, they've got kind of a red heart or a red round spot on the top of their chest, and it hourglasses down and then opens into another red patch. And just aimed for that center white part between the 2 red pieces. So we were lucky he didn't go over.
He didn't go over. He didn't fall from the cliff. He's by the edge. Just right on the edge.
Yeah. We couldn't see that from here. I mean, we knew it was close, but obviously obviously not exactly.
This is the only place in the world you can hunt that Gelada Baboon, and they only have 4 tags a year in the whole of Ethiopia.
Like Terry says, it seems like we're always climbing every step we make.
The whole hunt in Ethiopia is reliant on local knowledge, yeah? And the guys from that area that we look for kudu knew where the kudu would be hanging out during the day, and that's where we went straight off the bat, you know. We've seen, we haven't been here 15 minutes already, we've seen about 5 females and a young bull. I think it's just a matter of time and glassing and stuff like that before we manage to find what we're looking for anyway. Let's hope. It's a very dry area. It's very like stony. There's valleys there. The brush is completely different to the mountains where we hunted the mountain yalla and the forest hog and the bushbuck and stuff. Extremely dry, and then that's also 100% glassing.
This segment was brought to you by Woodbury Taxidermy.
So the biggest thing that we also look at too here at Woodbury's is it doesn't matter what type of animal it is or the size of that animal. Everybody brought it here because it's important to them. You know, when we're doing life-size stuff with habitat, with grasses and vases and the wood that's there and the dirt that's there, all of those little bitty details make a huge difference in the end product. I guarantee you that you'll have it for life.
This segment is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
Just spotted a big bull on the other side of this hill with some cows. He looked really good from back there. Go and check it out. Stay behind us. Shoot him when you're ready, Chad. Take your time. But you hit him here, but it's quartering in.
Yeah.
It's a good looking bull, huh?
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. No, he's a very nice bull.
Nice and tight.
He's had to happen
Nice
quick
kills.
come over that top of that hill.
I'm glad he stopped following the females into that thick
'cause he
stuff there.
turned
We would
back.
have lost him.
I didn't even have time to range him. I thought, he's fine.
He's within the 300.
That's what's nice about shooting a 300 Win Mag. You've got that point blank range out there pretty good ways.
Take your time.
Let's go follow up, take tracks on this bull. I think we're in good shape. I tell you, you can't one shoot, one kill all of them, but man, that is a freaking hell of a bull. Jeez. That's exciting. Thank you guys. Thank you. I tell you, that's one thing you can't ever truly appreciate is a big kudu bull here, especially here in Ethiopia. These Abyssinian kudu. I mean, there's not many. Well, they get 4 permits a year. Yeah. So I mean, this is a pretty unique moment here. So guys are already down there too, so we'll walk down there and check him out. Way more than I would have ever.
What a proper bull.
Jeez.
Old, tight curls, beautiful tips. Got everything you look for. Eh?
It took us a couple shots, but man,
Beautiful.
You couldn't ask for a more beautiful bull. Look at this thing, man.
Proper old bull. Nice shape too. Eh?
Broke off here. I mean,
worn. Look at all his ears are all torn up and.
Man, I couldn't ask for anything anymore. Thank you very much. I'm truly blessed. Thank you to all your team.
Well done.
Terry, good judge, man.
Well done.
I tell you, if there's anybody that can judge trophies, it's you. You've had lots and lots of practice at it.
51.
The biggest. The biggest kudu. Yeah.
In 30
In 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Thank you.
Something we get to enjoy together.
Thank you.
Well done, says old man.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
done.
you too.
Yeah,
You got the
awesome.
biggest now.
What a way to start, eh? My first Abyssinian Greater Kudu. I got a feeling it's only going to be downhill from here, though.
We are now gonna skin out this kudu and full mount. Chad does most of the stuff full mount. I think his bank account must be running kind of dry by now, but we're gonna use the meat to hunt for hyena right here. So
Spotted hyena.
let's see what happens.
Couple of little houses and stuff. Some guys that live here that said there's always a pretty good clan of hyenas here, so they're welcoming us to come in and maybe do a little damage to the population. So I mean, it's 12:20 in the afternoon. This is kind of unheard of with hyena, especially back in southern Africa and Zim. But anyway, we'll follow their advice, and hopefully we'll get a nice hyena today as well too. We're gonna get one. Yeah.
And it's now 4:45 in the evening, and we've snuck in here, and there's actually a leopard that's off to the side, about 20 yards from our bait, which is pretty cool. So if the leopard goes there first, I'm sure the feeding sounds and stuff are going to actually pull the hyenas in. So if not, it's been an awesome sighting anyway. This guy that's just rocked up here, who lives in the neighborhoods here, we've told him there's a leopard there. He's asked us to please shoot it because it's killed at least 4 of his dogs and some of his goats. We said no, we don't have a permit, and it's a female. We can't just shoot leopard and stuff. So, but you can imagine the human-wildlife conflict that's happening here. I mean, it's just the way it is. With an overpopulation of people, they're going to be living amongst the animals sooner or later. We were hoping some hyena would come into the kudu bait we put out, but no such luck. We did see a leopard though, which was absolutely awesome to see. Tomorrow's another day.
That's it for this week, folks. If you're dreaming of coming to Africa, get hold of me, Andy, at tia5.com, or visit the website www.tia5.com. We'll see you right here next time on TIA.
Next time on This is Africa, Chad battles the extreme heat and scorching sands of the Ethiopian desert as he completes his hunting adventure.